Aveda on the outside, though, took the lead for Yendel. He wants to duck in a bit, but Aveda's going to win it. Aveda wins by a length.
Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Finally had a winner this week. Aveda put her head in front. She looks like a really nice progressive staying horse, doesn't she? Probably won't even muck around with her. I'll probably go straight to 2,400 metres with her. She, her first up run was great over 1,300 and then equally as good over a mile. Then when she got to 2,000 metres, I thought she was quite dominant. Pretty short price favourite in the race. We tracked it all the way and then come off its heels and beat it convincingly. So I think they really like the thing of Lindsay Smith. So long distance back to the third horse too. So anyway, we'll probably send her off to Geelong in a couple of weeks. I was just going to go through and maybe just run her in a pretty lowly graded race, but there's not a real lot around, and I'm a little bit worried about her body condition that I don't know how long she's going to hold up for. So I'll probably just get her straight back to the races next week over 2,400 at Geelong. A couple of other horses raced through the week I thought were pretty good. I thought the two mares I took to Sandown on Wednesday were both really good. Vavoose just given way too much start again, the poor little thing. She's straightening up a mile off them, and they ran 58.0 more or less, and she must have made up 6 or 8 lengths the last 200 metres. So no idea what her last 200 metres is, but it must have been very quick, I think. Little Phil Flute, she was great. She was very brave. They sort of caught her a long way out, and then she was sort of almost pegging the leaders back, sort of getting to the line. So she looks like she's turned her form around a little bit, and probably we need to make a decision whether we keep her or race her for another year, or whether we can send her off to stud and sell her. I'm not really sure what to do with her really, but I'll just see how she pulls up this week and see if her running a good race excites any interest from anybody. But I thought both those mares, it was interesting that they their actual times that they ran individually were identical, yet one led and one come from last. So if you would have ran them together each other, they probably would have dead heated. Yeah, okay, now runners this week, a couple of interesting horses. Prince Ziggy will, I had a couple of horses just pull up a bit crook from races last week, and one horse in particular performed really poorly. So we didn't take Ziggy to the races. We sort of erred on the side of caution with him, had a blood count taken from him, give him an extra gallop. All seems pretty good. So we're going to go to the races with him on Saturday. Really strong race at an open company race at Flemington on a Saturday. It's going to be hard. Certainly at the beginning of the spring, a lot of these horses, there's a couple of Group 1 winning horses in the race, and obviously, you know, he sort of hasn't performed at that level. So he's drawn a gate just to sort of jump and spend no petrol early and just sort of tack on the back of something, hopefully get on the back of something good going forward, sort of on straightening and be hitting the line nice and strong. Loved his work here on Wednesday morning, and I think he's still a long way off peaking, but I think he's going a little bit of time between runs, nice and fresh. I reckon he'll run a really cheeky race at a big price. Pretty happy with the horse. I love the way he worked here through the week. Luke Nolan goes on. Ollie took another ride in the race, but Luke Nolan goes on, so he gets every chance. Really keen to sort of get Ziggy. I don't know where he'll end up this spring, but we'll certainly get at some stage during the spring. We'll run him in a really good, strong race and see how we go. But first up Saturday, I'm sure he'll go well. Got a few horses nominated through the week. I'm not sure where I'll take them. They're forecasting a lot of rain on Saturday, so I reckon we might have a few downgraded tracks. So I've got quite a few horses. Little Honey Magic, I thought she trialled up okay. I just need to find a nice race for her first up. Honey Wine, he galloped here this morning. He was one of the horses we scratched the other day because of the high temperature. He galloped up this morning and galloped up good, so he can go back to the races. Grandma Gail, we pulled her out during the week just more precautionary. I don't think there's anything wrong with her, but just purely precautionary, along with horses like Pink Angel and that. So we'll nominate quite a few of them in races next week, and they're all we'll probably gallop them all Saturday morning. If they work up okay, they can go to the races, but nothing sort of set in stone at all.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. Apologies for last week for having to put up with Darby on the video. Thought to tell a few cheap jokes and have a crack at me, but you could probably see that the work he was doing was laying around in the grass. But anyway, we'll get back to the work, and this week we've got a Toorak Toff out of They Call Me Bolt, so an old mare we used to race, and we've even had her progeny win and run a couple of good races. So, but this is him. He's not yet named yet, so that's in the process at the moment. He's got a nickname, Frank, after one of the owners. That's his name around here. But he's funny horse. He's a young horse. He really was. He tried to bolt with you, even just walking him around the farm. He was quite difficult to get a hold of, and we broke him in quite late for that reason. But after sort of being broken in, you can probably see now he's a lovely, nice and relaxed horse. All the riders comment on his action and how good his action is. For the last 6 weeks, he's been down to our Warrnambool stable, just doing a bit more education. It's probably good for a horse like this, who's a homebred, just to sort of get out and experience, you know, another racetrack. He's had a couple of jump outs on the grass down there. He's been in the aquasizer, on the treadmill, and yeah, as far as education goes, he's all there. So we've got him back here. We'll give him a trial in a couple of weeks on the grass at Geelong, and yeah, he's a lovely big horse. Yeah, he seems to want to do everything right now. So yeah, I suppose a trial at Geelong on the grass will tell us more, but yeah, really looking forward to his progress. You can see, even from a young horse, how far he's come, so I'd imagine he'll be a horse that'll continue to improve, and yeah, look forward to getting him to the trials and furthermore to the races.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Plenty happening, spring carnival. Beautiful day here today, isn't it? Beautiful. Love working here on days like this. What do we got? Probably the whip debate's a big thing in racing at the moment, isn't it? They're talking about banning whips completely and not allowing the jockeys to even carry them. So it's probably, I can just see racing, there's going to be some sort of restriction on whip use, no, without a doubt. Probably be interesting to see. I think jockeys will end up probably riding a little bit longer, maybe using a set of spurs, but the hands and heels style riding, no doubt, will come back in the next few years. So these jockeys who ride really, really short and it's all about the whip use, those jockeys are going to struggle. I think jockeys are going to go back to, certainly the apprentices, they should be teaching them now very much hard hands and heels and using a lot more leg than the whip. I was actually at Sandown on Wednesday and watching a lot of the kids, and they come around the corner, and as soon as they come around the corner, they pull the stick, and they get on these mechanical horses and use them exceptionally. I just reckon that in probably 2 or 3 years' time, you'll see the old style jockeys, the Nash Rawillers, the Brad Rawillers, those sort of guys, and even young Campbell Rawiller for that matter. They're very old school. Huey Bowman's very similar, very old school, use a lot of leg, and I think that's the way racing's going to go, certainly with jockeys in the future. Yeah, thanks everybody who subscribes to our video every week. We've got about nearly 200 subscribers, so make sure if you don't subscribe to our video, just click the button below and subscribe, and any other information that we get put on the on our weekly video or our website, you'll get a notification there straight away. Until next week, see you later. Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week.
Don't have to shout.
Okay.
You know.
Hi everyone, welcome to the house. Okay, what are we up to? Right, that's the way racing's going to go, certainly with jockeys in the future. Till next week, see you later.
You almost forgot to sign off.
I did.
Yeah.
Don't put that as a bleeper.